So that's a head-to-head. Scotland against their neighbours England. England leading 27-5 in the series. Terrific scenes. What a sight. Cape Town Stadium in Scotland, led by White. England led by Mitchell. Callum McRae, the coach of Scotland. Simon Amor, the coach of England. These guys know each other pretty well. Terrific moment for this youngster to run the ball out ahead of the bowl final for 2015. So we've had the shield. Samoa victorious there. And it's going to be Scotland on the left and England on the right to battle it out for the bowl at Cape Town 2015. Still to come, we've got the plate final, the playoff for third place, and then the big one, the cup final between South Africa and Argentina. Been a very interesting day. Those that didn't perform all that well last year and last weekend in Dubai certainly staking a claim today. And England, the draw with Kenya, then they easily beat Zimbabwe, lost to South Africa, beat Portugal and Canada today, making their way through to the bowl final. They were the finalists in Dubai last week, losing to Fiji in that final. Marius van der Westhausen, 99th match in the World Rugby 7 Series, and he'll bring up the 100 because he's going to be officiating at quite a few more tournaments on the way to Rio. He'll also be on the touchline for some of the Six Nations, and he'll be officiating during the Super Rugby season next year as well. Very experienced. Greg Clark commentating, and alongside me, former Springbok captain Bob Skinstad, and we are underway in the bowl final in Cape Town, and it is Scotland. Early possession for them, and Blake White, the captain, firing it over on the far side. Good ball and all tackled there by Mitchell. Now they spread it to the other side, Scotland. They run it out of their own 22. They ran out of room, though. Low, back on the inside, and it's loose, and it's into touch by England.
Great game between these two. You see the Scottish team, who I think I've given more compliments than anything else today, with Robertson on the wing coming flying in and scoring some late tries. They've been really effective on their defence and used the field well. And England, I feel, were really unlucky. I mean, they had one loss to South Africa. The rest of the time they've been an outstanding team. So fantastic clash of old foes here.
So now it's Johnston up to the 10-metre mark. Just looking for with Scotland, hoping a hole will open up on the flanks. Now Blake goes to ground, and he didn't release, and so a penalty to England in a fairly handy position as well.
You've got to release it.
Yeah, the tackle was made, and he just tried to steal an extra metre or two. England, I'll be interested to see what they do here. They've got an attacking chance. They could pop this down into enemy territory and have a close line out. They've got old Rodwell, who towers above everybody in the tournament except some of the big Fijians. They've done the tap and go.
So Cal gives it to his captain, Mitchell. Cal in the double round. Now the switch of play across to Lemert, and this is Rodwell. Lemert cleans up and gets the pass back to Cal. Mitchell, wide ball over the top. Davis, he scored 5 tries this weekend. Been a handy performer for England. And the penalty now goes to Scotland.
Davis not getting rid of it on the ground here. Scotland are taking it quickly. They're going to use the width of the field.
Nowhere for the captain, Scott White, but he got a good ball back on the inside to Farndale, and he left it behind, and so here's the counter from England, and now it's Tom Bowen who's got speed to burn. Mitchell goes in trying to secure it, but no, too late. Holding on is the call, and so he had another penalty taken quickly by Scotland again. This is Jones, who's been another impressive performer with 4 tries in jersey 11. Blake. Still there for Scotland. Finding holes hard to come by, but here's one now for Farndale. The away, got away from one. Got the thing going as well. Jamie Farndale, the race is on. Farndale, losing his footing, but he pops it back on the inside to the man at support, Hugh Blake, and it is a try to Scotland. Blake gets the first 5-pointer.
Brilliant support work from Blake, and wasn't Farndale just so determined? You'll see the first fend. He turns around, another fend. Gone. Now he turns on the gas and he tries to get away. It's good defense, good resilient defense. Nice effort there, Cameron Cowell, but he can do absolutely nothing, and even Bowen has to just watch when it moves inside and the try is given.
And what about that conversion from out wide? So it is Scotland 7 points to 0 as we have a look at the footwork here.
Look at that slow-mo, outstanding. You can see Cowell making the effort to get back. Now he's got to concentrate on Farndale, who isn't tackled at this stage. He's just fallen over, so he flicks it inside to Blake, and he's over.
From the restart, it's there for England. Lamert, wide ball, and Mitchell did pretty well there to get it out to Bowen, who has this speed to burn. A terrific tackle though, stopping him in his tracks by White, but now Cowell is out there dummying. Mitchell's on the inside, he pops it back to Cowell, who went without it, and it is a knock on, and now Scotland with an opportunity. No counter opportunity there, so we'll have the scrum about 25 metres out from the Scotland line.
They did have an opportunity, yes, deep in their own half, but England had knocked that on. That little inside pass just didn't go to hand. You can see not escaping the attentions of Lowe and Cowell. It was just possibly too high and back to the left for him.
In the last 10 games between these two neighbours, England has won 7, lost 3. But Scotland won in London back in May this year, ending a 4-game losing streak against England. And of course some of these players are hoping to be representing Great Britain at the Rio Olympics next August. England qualifying for Rio by finishing 4th in the last HSBC Sevens World Series, so they qualified as Great Britain. So England, Scotland and Wales will be making up a team for Rio. Scotland leading 7-0. Away goes Lowe, and they allow him to run. Cowell manages to hold on, but a good carry by Scotland. So Farndale goes wide to Blake. Johnston. Oh, okay, he went backwards after all that. He runs straight into his opposite number, Norton. And Norton put some pressure on him and forced a mistake.
Norton's had a relatively quiet tournament by his high standards, but that was good defence from him, lots of pressure. Let's have a look if England can use this platform here to spread it. They've got Norton and Bowen out there. Mitchell not insignificant in terms of pace as well. I would say that they've probably got the edge on Scotland, but Scotland are defending much better, covering the field well.
So Cowell puts it in, gives it to Mitchell. Norton at centre. Nowhere for Bowen to go. And the penalty is there for England. Half-time siren has sounded. Can England level the scores at the break? Here's Roggel having a run up over halfway. Taken by Blake. And the penalty again to England. Taken by Davis. Mitchell, Lamert. Now Norton running onto it. Pops it back to Mitchell. They're retreating. Going backwards before they go forward, and now it is Cowell losing his footing. He fires it over to Lemert. Mitchell. Scotland not panicking, keeping their defensive line in order. Bowen.
Turnover good.
And a turnover there for Scotland. Farndale offloads. There's the kick ahead and the chase is on. Low. Picks it up. Did he get it down? Fell awkwardly. Almost fell on his back.
Brilliant piece of effort from Lowe. He got all the way there, but what a chase from Davis as well. Look at this. The ball steps up now, just pops up. He's almost done a somersault to get that down.
The tackler hanging around.
Okay.
And the guy coming in.
I will have a look. I penalised it once.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, held up, and we're going to head into halfway with that outstanding bit of effort on defence from Alex Davis.
Yes, indeed. So half-time in the bowl final. It is Scotland leading England by 7 points to 0.
Ball to space. We're starting to park up and the defence balls be away from us. Guys, this on that reload. A bit more depth and come on tick. They are flying. You'll give yourself the space to see that guy flying and get on that jump free. Listen. Yeah. Give a bit more space and get on that outline. Run well, those guys are coming hard. They want to spook us. Step out and challenge the next guy. Defensively, we're great. Scots made the 1 point. If you're going in, make it count. If not, reset and get forward. Those are the 2 things. Pressure indeed. Not working, boys.
Callum McRae, the coach of Scotland. They lost the bowl final to France last week, so hoping to go one better this time round. And a lot of the fans hoping to go the distance, hoping they can.
They just got to hang on. They just got to hang on until 7:30. They're in party mood in Cape Town. I don't think there's an incredible amount of work that's going to be happening on Monday morning here in Cape Town, but they're almost into holiday mode already, so I think everybody's embraced that. A few doctor's notes might be passed across the desk tomorrow morning.
What a fantastic weekend. The first Sevens. Looks like it could be here to stay for the near future in particular.
Yeah, great effort from all the crowds and all the fans. They've been here in good party mode from the very beginning of day one.
There's the kickoff from Scott White. And there's the bounce for Scotland.
Own play is good.
And the turnover is good. And Rodwell. Lemert. This is Watkins. Josh Watkins. 10-metre mark.
First man in there, holding on.
Holding on is the call. White eventually sends a long one, cutting out 2 players to Jones, and Jones is straight through. The Jones boy.
Well, Lee Jones has just been brilliant this tournament. He's done so much with very little. He gets a ball. If you look at that, Clarkie, in terms of traditional ball onto a winger, there was a double skip, so basically shifting the pressure onto him. He's come off his left, gone inside a very big fend, and then he's turned on the gas to outstrip the defence. Very, very good play. Good finishing from the winger.
And there's the extra 2 from right in front as well. Another look at it here. Just got a good fend away. And that is his 5th try for Cape Town.
Very good outing. And that's a great effort. Scotland will be delighted with their lead here over England. 2 converted tries.
And White kicks off. And these Scottish players are very keen to impress Simon Amor, the England coach, who will be coach of Great Britain at the Rio Olympics as well. So they'll be making the most of this opportunity to try and prove that they deserve to be considered for Rio. And another penalty goes against England, and here this could be a yellow card. Yep. Well, we don't usually see mistakes like that from the captain, Tom Mitchell, but just a bit of frustration there.
Side entry number
Just kicking the ball away slightly, and that's a no-no in sevens. Sevens is all about a fast pace, and you cannot throw the ball away or kick it away when you infringe or after you infringe. Now Jones went without that one, so Rodwell picks it up, and it's a knock on.
Okay.
So there is
Number 9.
Tom Mitchell.
Has he picked it up?
Fractured a leg back in May at Twickenham, his home tournament, so good to see him back running strongly. But he'll have to be in the naughty chair for just a little longer.
Well, he's really going to make it difficult for his side to come back. Now they're almost halfway through the second half. 14-point lead to Scotland, who've been very good, and they're giving away a man right now. Scotland on the attack.
Solo gives it to White, and he kicks across field for Jones. It sits up for Norton. Back to Gray, who's out there.
No clear release. No clear release, number 10.
Well, it might be now or never for England, but they have a player down at the moment.
They've definitely had the rub of the green, though, Scotland.
But you create your own rub of the green, don't you, at times?
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's because of the pressure that they've put on.
Sorry. They'll tell us. I'm not exactly sure.
Can you find out for us? Or
Yeah,
You can have a look.
Can you just give me a time for the send bin, please?
Going in from the side, and you can see just an uncomfortable bump.
Just check the send bin, please. It's in the air.
Davis wasn't happy, I think. He'd come in from the one side. I think he caught the elbow of David Rodwell right on the top of the head. You can see he's already uncomfortable. He's just rolling away from that. He's not part of it at all.
Yeah, well, let's hope he's okay. Getting to
Little sideline concussion test, probably.
Yeah, for Alex Davis, who's been very good for England, scoring 5 tries.
I stepped in.
The tackler is just standing in our way, allowing the second line to come on the ball.
Okay, I'll have a look at it.
That's taking one line, taking the space.
Reminder still to come. We've got 3 more finals. We've got the plate final, New Zealand, USA. Then it's a playoff for 3rd. And then the big one, South Africa versus Argentina. Kenya and France to play off for the off the 3rd spot. Look at that weather. Look at that scenery. That's Bob Skinstad's backyard.
It certainly is a big part of what the Cape Townians do. It's a lot of out and about, and the camera's situated on one of the iconic tourist attractions, Signal Hill, from where the noonday gun goes out over Cape Town, and you look down onto the left, and there's the waterfront, and we move into the stadium precinct, and then there's the stadium, and if we have the reverse view, there's Signal Hill. So that's where that camera's up, and having a look down on the entire Greenpoint Sporting Complex. Outstanding development in the city of Cape Town. Anybody who's out there and hasn't thought of visiting Cape Town yet, I can tell you right now that this weekend is going to be a fixture in the international rugby calendar. Come and join us.
Yeah, December every year. So Davis is being replaced, but he's sitting up on the Medicab.
Yeah, nice to see him looking okay. He's not going to take any more part in this match, but he certainly looks all right.
I think I said New Zealand versus the USA because it's Fiji versus the USA in the next game. Be good to see the Fijians try and finish with some sort of flourish.
Advantage, not 10.
So now,
Advantage over.
Scotland! They're in again. Johnston. And so this is now turning out to be comprehensive.
That's a really good outside break. James Johnson, look at this, just in and holding it. Norton went for the man coming back, and it just wasn't enough pace to cut Johnson off. He's been very good. Look at the outside break from him. Lovely play, and he's just left Josh Watkins a little bit flat-footed as he makes it over the line. And that, I would say, would probably have to be the ball game.
So it is now 19 points to 0 in the plate final. Look like they will go one better than last week when they lost this final in Dubai. So White kicks off again. Still to come, a reminder, Fiji versus the USA in the plate final. France and Kenya playing off for third, and then South Africa up against Argentina in the cup final. What a finish to Cape Town. And it's Scotland looking to do an even bigger number now on rivals England. Oh, that's poor defence. And running away now is Lowe. Chase there and pull down 5 metres out, but the support is good from Jones, and they're pushing him back, but he gets the pass away and they go quickly. Thabu kicking into the chest of Lamert, and so it's still there, and it's going to be Scotland coming away with it after all that. Norton raced up and shut down Fraser Lyle, but Robertson got it to Thabu, and White over to Lowe. Rodwell went low. Wide ball. Robertson showing on the inside. Robertson needs support. He pops it up for Thabu. He's taken on the 22. White. Lyle. Lamert right over the top of him. He was the tackler.
Bondage knock.
So it is play on.
Over.
Clark Robertson.
Tackler release. Number 6, no clear release.
The siren sounds, and if it stays the same, it'll be the second time that Scotland has kept England to 0 and the biggest margin.
Bondage knock.
But England might have the final say here.
Bondage over.
Lamert. Oh, and there's a mistake. And it's been that sort of day for England. Plenty of frustration, but celebrations for Scotland. They've turned it around from last week, lost the plate final in Dubai, but they are the plate champions for 2015, the bowl final rather. The bowl final going to Scotland.